many of you know about IT Talent Hub? So we are more than 10 years training in UK, and we are based in London, and we are starting a lot of face-to-face trainings as well. But right now everything is online. Um, and we got proper ratings from our students. All our students have been giving a good rating in a Google. You can search about it. And the biggest strength for our IT training is our faculties who got a lot of experience, like Venkat, who got experience. Okay, Venkat, can you just give a bit of background about you?
Yeah, sure, Sriram. Thank you for giving opportunity. Hi everyone, myself Venkat. I have around 14 years of experience in the IT industry. I worked with, I can say that internationally, finance and investment bank domains, and I am well versed with providing the training on the full stack development. And not only just a training, I'm a real-time employee. I know the industry trends, and I involved in the recruitment process of more than thousands of interviews every year. So based on the practical experience, we train the associates on the where exactly we need to give more focus and which area we have to give the high importance, so that will enable you to be more competitive in the job market. So as I mentioned, we focus on the front end to bring the best user experience to the components by utilizing the front end technology stacks. And the server side as a full stack part, we cover with the Node and Express and non-relational DB MongoDB. That is a tech stack. So I can pretty sure that I can promise you guys at the end of the training, every one of you will be very competitive in terms of the technology stack, and you are very confident to face the interview. I can assure you on that part. That's all from my end, guys. Thank you,
Okay,
Sriram.
thank you, Venkat. Okay, so yeah, and apart from that, we have a good success, like people like Preeti and people like Mandeep. We got a very good success. So our success is our key strength, for our company. So having this kind of faculties and our presence in UK, that we know how the market trends and how we actually know the opportunities, where are they available, and what is the expectations. With our particular mix of the experience and our faculties, we can say that we are very successful, and we are like best job consultants in UK, where people can come and kind of find a job. And we also have some direct clients that we worked, which is like Engine Transformation and Thomson Alexander. So we have few clients. So we have been in recruiting industry as well. And one important thing that I want to talk is the first thing that we actually, before you people jump into like what is the course details and everything, the one thing I want to tell guys, uh, the biggest thing that for a developer is your mindset. It is not about the skill, but it is about the mindset. Okay, the first thing is, if you want to become a developer, uh, it is not like the olden days where you just know some Java skills and you get a job. It's not like that. The first thing I would think is, because I'm 100% sure that you all will be joining the course and you'll follow what we are telling, because you are all very serious and taken some time for this demo. 100% I'm saying that if you take this very seriously as a very dedicated career, definitely for developer there are a lot of opportunities. However, not everybody can become a developer. If you want to become a developer, it's not easy. It's a mindset, mind game. Okay, so that's the reason why if you want to become a developer, the first thing that, example, Venkat was interviewing, I introduced a lot of people. The first thing that we see is whether this person have a right mindset to be a developer, because now the technology is changing a lot of things. Right now we're discussing about React. We have other technologies, .NET, we got Python, we got Angular, a lot of things going on. But the fundamental thing that you have to learn, and that's what we teach, because I'm thinking that you people will definitely take this particular course seriously, the first thing that you people have to follow is you have to have a developer mindset, where you have to, first of all, when you want to become a developer, these are the few things that you need to have it. First thing, first of all, whenever you have to develop something which helps the people. So example, you are developing a website. First of all, you think is, can I make something which somebody can just go and use it? And they feel, oh, nice, I can do it. I can I can easily do the things. So it should help the people. It's not like you have to develop something to make your manager happy. The first thing as a developer is think alone that you are developing something. It can be an app, it can be website, it can be application, it can be a small utility, or it can be some backend application. Doesn't matter. Will am I developing something which helps? Means example, I'm developing an API. Will it help? Example, I'm developing a login API. When you're developing an API or developing a screen, will somebody log in at all, or am I just doing because somebody is saying? If you think that, oh, somebody will use it, then you think, okay, so I should make sure that the UI is neat and clean, and people should come and happily log in without so too many hassles. So you won't put one screen for login, email, one screen for password, and then one screen for login button, because you're like three different screens. Somebody say, okay, please develop three screens for username, password, and login. If you do it, then is it helping? Not very much helping, because you can. It's not very helpful. But if you put all the three in one screen, and then even you put something like finger ID or face ID, then it helps. So like that, you need to think, I'm developing something which people can easily do it. So something which is very presentable, look very nice, and ease of use. That's what people like. So if you're developing, and if in an interview somebody asks why you want to become a developer, you have to say, because I can develop something which people can easily use it, and they can get benefit. Example, you're booking a ticket. Think about Air India website and think about Expedia website like booking.com. How easy it is. Okay, example, just take it, for example, you take Air India and you take booking.com. See this and see this. Which one is usable? This one or this one? Can you just tell, guys? Is this or usable, or this is more usable? Booking.com or Air
Booking.
India?
Booking.com.
Why?
This has a multiple options where we can choose like whatever we need, hotels
Yeah.
and car rentals and everything regarding like all the attractions, tourist guide. It's all altogether known as a tourist guide, but Air India only shows only the flight ticket.
Give me a screenshot.
Exactly.
Fucking dickhead.
So
He spent
somebody
another.
want to travel, they come here straight away, bang on. Here, if you want to go to travel, there are a lot of things. It doesn't look like I want to do something. So again, you have to
Where's challenge?
scroll here. The main view is not this. So
Oh, you're still
it's
in
a
this or
small.
shit?
You see here how much difference it is. So that is exactly what I'm saying. You have to think like how I can make it very easy. The second thing, again, the important thing as a developer is you need to think about data. Example, you are developing the same booking website. Okay, somebody said, but you need to think what data that I need to take from the user and what data I need to present. The simple thing is the world is just going in two things. User input data, take the data, then just show him the best things. So the data is something you need to understand how you take it and how you can present it back. So you need to think about, first, always need to think about whether am I presenting the data right, and am I giving the data? Second thing, the UI screens presentation. And again, if I'm developing a website, can I reuse it? Example, I'm developing a screen. Can I reuse the whole component? Because maybe some other next time when I was some other client came, can I reuse the same thing? Or if I'm developing only just for one thing, and then can I reuse it? If you can't reuse it, you're not a good developer. Finally, you need to think, can I deploy this? Okay, I develop it locally, but nobody will come to my local machine and do a booking. I need to deploy into the somewhere in the cloud. So can I deploy it? So as a DevOps, so as a developer, you need to think even after writing the code what I need to do. And also, example, somebody found a bug. Can I fix this bug? If it is not fixable, then even the application is waste, because you just present something, somebody say, oh, can you fix it? Then you say, I don't know how to fix it. We don't have a release process. We can't put in the GitHub. You develop in a local computer and directly host in GoDaddy. Then somebody said that, can you fix it? And say, I don't know how to do it. Then you are not having a proper mindset. And then can I switch my skills to something else? That's very important. Because in IT Talent Hub, we are not only making you to learn React, but we want to making you to become a developer, so that in tomorrow in your company somebody asks, instead of backend using Express.js, can you do a Python backend API, because they're using some artificial intelligence for the data retrieval. Then if you say, no, I only know JavaScript, I don't know Python, then you are not a good developer. So you should think that, because if you take Express.js or Python, they're same. You need to have a model here. You need to expose APIs. You need to expose APIs. So it is almost the same thing. The only thing is you need to know the syntax, because in JavaScript it's a multi-thread thing, and Python is an assembly language. So you need to write your syntax a little bit here and there. Okay, so that is the reason why you need to be technology agnostic. Then only you are a big developer. And finally, you always have to think that, can I deploy into the cloud? So you need to know a little bit of AWS. That is why we think we can help you to learn all these things, and your mindset is important there than your skill. Then if you go to the interview, even though you not show very much good skill on a specific version of an React, but however, you can say that you can possess that you got a development mindset. That is what, and you are ready to learn. That's what the people are looking for. Okay. So this is what a developer's mindset. And if you have all this mindset, you can think about database, think about presentation, think about reusability, think about deployability, think about maintainability, think about your own what you call, think about switching the skills. If you have all these things in your mind, then you are a super developer. And doesn't matter you're Python, .NET or JavaScript, any job you can apply and say that, don't worry, I can apply for because the concept of development is same. If you go .NET, Python, same. You have database, you have a presentation, you need to link with your cloud technology, and finally you should deploy using a CI/CD pipeline like a Jenkins and GitHub. That's a common thing. Okay. Now, yeah, I think you people is said about that. Now let us go into the details of the course. Okay, guys, do you have any question so far? Any questions?
No, it's fine.
One second, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. So now coming to the course. the main component that we'll be discussing about, the first thing that you people know to do is how to do a web development. So how to present your skills. Okay, and for that, the main thing that you need to know is you need to know how to create a simple web application using HTML, pure HTML and CSS. Okay, so I have this course, guys. The first module that you will learn is downloading a team called like tool like WebStorm or Visual Studio, and then you need to know HTML5 and CSS, and you need to know Bootstrap, JavaScript, and jQuery. This is the basic for a developing a website, not a web application. So using these skills, you should be able to develop a simple web application. And for that, you need to know HTML5 and CSS3, Bootstrap 4, ES6, JavaScript, and jQuery. This is the fundamental things for you to develop a simple website. Okay, and that is the fundamental for you to become a front-end developer, because front-end is nothing but presenting. Even though you are using develop mobile applications, anything you take in the world, any website you take in the world is a pure HTML and CSS. This is what HTML is about. Okay, and you can see here this HTML, and this HTML is based on a CSS. So this is a styles. So you can see here .css file. This is a .html file. Fundamental for any web application in the world is HTML and CSS. Okay, are you guys all using any websites? Do you guys use websites in your day-to-day activities or no? Are you guys using websites, guys, in your day-to-day activities? Okay, so this is a single HTML file. This is a rendered HTML file, and if you can create your own HTML file. Okay, guys, do you use websites in your day-to-day life or no?
No.
You don't use websites? Don't you browse your phone or a laptop? Guys, will you use? Are you guys using websites or no? Simple. My question. Any of you using? Are you not using any websites? Will you use only apps? Hello, guys, are you using any web applications in your real life or no? Sai, will you be using websites in your life? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, which one you use the most always?
Which one? I don't know. I didn't listen. I just joined. So
No, I'm asking, do you use any website in your life? Websites?
you on the particular website or the like Google Chrome or Safari?
Not a browser, website. What website you use normally?
I didn't get you.
My question is, will you use any website in your life? Any website? Any web application?
I just use apps like like
Okay.
our TeamViewer.
TeamViewer app. Okay. What else? Will you use
Uh,
WhatsApp?
yeah, I use WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay. This all apps are also built on based on HTML and CSS also.
Okay.
Okay. So in your day-to-day, you are using this already, and now you will learn how to build it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And also the now we also will teach you basics of this is a programming basics like data types, loops and conditions, objects, functions, error, unit testing, asynchronous program, npm, and npm module. Finally, package.json. These all are part of JavaScript programming because, as I said, right, one programming language, if you know, you are king. So one program you need to learn nicely, and the best thing that I would you learn is JavaScript. Okay. Now the other thing is React JS. So React is the main the top demand skill, and how to learn React is starting from React DOM, and it uses a specific language called JSX. And this JSX language will be converted into your HTML at the end of the day. So JS is like a HTML, but it got some, it's a mix of JavaScript and HTML. So that's a very nice way of presenting the application with the functionalities. Okay. And also JavaScript nowadays using and in the React nowadays we are all using functional components, which I'll show you a demo guys in a minute. But you can see here we use functional components, and we also have to do styling in the React because you learn basic CSS here, but you know how to apply that in the React. And React is very good at state management. And it got Redux and hooks. This is a very heart of the whole program where you will be learning how to deal with React. And also we teach you a bit of backend. That is, you'll be full stack developer. If you're a front end developer, you got less jobs. You are a backend developer, you got less jobs. But if you're a full stack developer, you can see here, you'll be covering almost all the important job opportunities that we're discussing, including, you can see here, you will be a web developer, you can be a full stack developer, you can be a backend, but full stack is nothing but people will like you as much as possible. Okay. So you will be able to apply for backend jobs, front-end jobs, and as well as full stack. Full stack means nothing but who can develop front-end and backend. But why we are specific about full stack? The main biggest problem is if they see that you've got basic skill of backend also, they'll think in future they can use you in backend also. And learning backend is not at all a very difficult. We will teach you the basics of backend, and that should be fine for any company. Example, in my company, if I am developing a web application, then I would suggest take a full stack developer, because if I take front end and back end is I need to hire two people. Instead of that, if you say that I am the one person who can do both, then they'll be happy. However, you also need to know database, because that is a fundamental where we will save our database. On database point of view, nowadays people are using structural and non-structural. So the structural point of view, MySQL will be a structural database, and MongoDB is a non-structural, which is nothing but no SQL. And Mongoose is a tool which can connect to your database. So we will teach you MongoDB also, because you will be covering all different kind of databases. Because as I said in my first slide, dealing with data is also an important aspect of a developer. So you know how to deal with backend, you know how to deal with your front end, you know how to deal with an API, and finally, this is the core skills. However, as I said, around that you should know in your day-to-day activities, there are few things that we are missing here. That is nothing but GitHub, which is used to manage your code. You also need to know how to deploy, which is, as I said, right, deployment using tools like Heroku, which is nothing but an instant deployment tools. And finally, you should also know how to do a CI/CD pipelines. So we teach you all the ingredients required for you to be a comprehensive full stack developer, so that people can think, oh, these guys know everything, and they can straight away go and put it to the team. Okay, so this is our course details, which we'll be sending you in an email once you had given your email and phone number, so that we will send you. But that is the details of the course. And if you ask me, this is good, sir, but can you show me something which I can see right now? I will show you a demo. Okay. Before that, this is about the course, guys. This is in the PDF file, which will send in the detailed topic, and topic by topic is here. So we will send you that. Okay. Do you have any questions on the course curriculum before I jump into demo? Any questions? Any questions, guys, on the course details before I go to demo?
No.
Okay. Now, coming to the demo point of view, guys, I got a small application, which is a small, very small application, and this uses a small React framework. So normally, for our students' point of view, we will have a lot of exercises. Okay, so okay, so this is a small application which actually uses a very nice a trend, which we can use it. So this application, give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. I think I opened the wrong folder. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, I opened the wrong folder. Give me a second. This is Visual Studio, guys. So I don't want to go in detail, but this is the where you can write your nice code, and it is very easy because it is very helpful. And there's a small commands that you will be learning. Okay. Okay. See here, this is small. I got one application. This is one application, and you can see here this is a small application that our students have developed. And you can see here, you can see all the GitHub users. The top GitHub users are here. Okay, and you can actually see their list, and you can actually paginate them into the top GitHub users. So you can, this is an application which is running right now on my computer because it's a local host. And you can see here, this particular code that we are talking about is a very simple application. Hardly we got 5 to 6 files. And that is enough for you to actually begin your career. Small applications, develop and give it. Okay. Then obviously we have a small applications, and you can see it's a very small application. And what I want to tell you is, here we got one small application where I just want to tell you how we can simply fix it. So this is a small application which is running on React and npm. And here we start with React, what you call index.js, which is an entry point for our application, and it actually have an app.js, which is a home page. So here you can see here is a small HTML. It look like HTML straight away, and it actually showing a list of GitHub users. So this is very easy. You can see here it's a simple HTML code. Okay, it's hardly, we got like 70 lines. And here we got few around 15 lines. If you understand this, you should be able to be really able to showcase this to your interviewers. And I'm not teaching every basic right now, but just I'm telling, here we are using concepts like use effect, which is a React hooks. We are using a concept called functions. We are using a concept called variables. We are using a concept called what you called JSX. So in one page you can apply all the things that you are learning. Okay, so it's a simple thing. You can say, sir, how do you know that what I can do? Example, develop an application. What is my day-to-day job? The day-to-day job is, example, in your company you develop this application, but people think, oh, can you make this instead of, can you, it's too many images and I can't see, I need to scroll like this. Can you make a application where I want to see only 4 people and I want to navigate? So I want to see 4 people at one go. Now what you have to do is, you think, oh, this is fine. So if you are a good developer, you think, the customer came and said there's a bug that you have to only show 4 people. Why you are showing 25 people in one page? This is too much of navigation. Then you go back. Then the bug is you need to show only 4 items, not 25 items. Okay, is it making sense? I think that you are a developer and your customer came and say, can you just make it a 4 instead of 20, 25? So what is your approach? This is what happened in real time. What do you do now? To fix this problem of making only 4 people instead of 25 people, what do I need to do as a developer? Can anybody guess? You just need to go and debug the code, isn't it? Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree with that? Do I need to go and debug it or no? Go and debug it. Yeah. Okay, guys. What I will do now to debug it, I'll just go to the to here and understand what is happening. So it's a very simple thing. That there is a method called map where you are iterating all the people who are available. However, you can see here the data is coming from somewhere. So what I will do, I'll just go here. Data is coming from a class called useFetch. Go to this class. Here the data is coming. Where is the data is coming? Data is coming from this method where we are talking about response.json. So what is response? Where is this response variable coming from? This response is coming from a small URL where we got a fetch. Okay. And from here, you can see here, we got a method here called pageNet. So we are calling a method called pageNet. That's where the data is coming, but the data is set data. After this data is coming, we are setting the data. However, we're not directly putting it, but we are paginetting so that we want to show them in multiple pages. So this thing is happening here. So we go to pageNet method. In the pageNet method, what is happening? It's very simple, guys. I mean, you people will learn very nicely. So here we are saying that items per page, and we are sending that item. So right now 25 items are sent. That's the reason why it is 4. So I'll change this into 4, save it, and just refresh it. Now what happens? How many items are there, guys? Now instead of 25, we got 4 items. Is this what our customer had asked for? Yes, this is what he asked for. He said, can you make it 4? Now, this small one line of change will normally take 1 to 2 days, because there is a bug. You need to go into the code, you need to identify where it is. So you will say that I'll take 2 days. So 2 days of time, which is if you're per hour, if you're charging like 550 pounds, so 50 into 16, say around 800 pounds you are charging only for changing one line of code. And you can say, sir, for 800 pounds I'm charging for 1 line of code. Is it correct? Yes, because you are the developer, you got the skills. Can anybody else go and fix it? Nobody can do it, because you are the only person who can do it. It's like operating a patient. Can everybody can operate? No, only specialist how to do it. So like this, you are a specialist of your application, so only you can do it. Okay, example, this pagination, then they say, can you change this pagination into something like page? So what do? There is a page, there is this. So what do you do? Instead of pagination, you can put IT Talent Hub. So this is one more request, and they give 2 more days. What happened? You got IT Talent Hub. Now you can go and code is there. Go and commit it into GitHub. Then automatically it will go to into your production. That's it. So like this, to small things also people are charging a lot, and there's a lot of opportunity, and you can become a skilled person. That is what the beauty of product development. Okay, cool. Now, okay, this is what demo, guys, and this kind of applications is what you people will be developing in the real time. Okay, any questions on this? Okay, if not, let me go to the next thing. So this is how we teach you everything, and end of the day you should be able to simply do this kind of applications yourself. And okay, now the next step of this particular demo is you can WhatsApp me. So basically I will give you the enrollment form in your Microsoft Teams, so that you have to fill the form, so that you will get the details of our course in an email. Okay, so example, if you think that, I think that is there in the WhatsApp, again I will post you. Okay, in the WhatsApp I will post you. However, before you go, I will tell you one other kind of a job support that we give. If you are looking for a complete 360-degree view of job support, where you are looking something like a, sir, can I, is there any, I mean, can I, is there anything that you can definitely like intensively, you can help me to find a job ASAP? Then we have one more thing which I will discuss with you. But before that, the first thing that I would recommend to do is, I had kept a Google form in WhatsApp, as well as in your WhatsApp group, as well as in this Microsoft Teams. So there is a form. Can you guys fill that form, so that I can send you this PDF which got all the details in it? Can you guys take 1 minute and fill that form? If you already filled it, just ignore it. But Sai, Satish, Satvik, Parth, I think you already filled. So, and Mr. Scott, I don't know your full name, but can you fill the form I just kept in WhatsApp? And this, yes, Satish, thank you. Satvik, can you fill it? Satvik and Sai, guys, can you please fill the form I had given you? It's in WhatsApp as well. Can you fill? And then I will discuss about the advanced job, premium job support, where if you are in a very detail. Okay.